G'day, welcome again, and welcome to Woolswap, and this is my third podcast. And thank you for all the subscribers that I've got. That's so much appreciated, and I hope you're enjoying the content. And to any new people, let me introduce myself. My name's Gail, and I am the one and only behind Woolswap, which is a yarn sharing service where I open it up every 2 months, and you register, pay a fee of $8 US for one swap, or $35 for 6 swaps within a 12-month period. And then what I do is I match you all up to like-minded yarny folks from around the world, and then you contact each other and exchange yarny parcels. If any of you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I try once a month do a giveaway, and that's normally a skein of yarn, maybe a project bag, maybe some project keepers or enamel pins. And I've been very lucky over the last few years where the makers have actually contacted, well, I've put a call out, and makers have contacted me and very kindly sent me the items for the giveaway. And then what I do is I do up the promotional giveaway on Instagram. One of the conditions is that they must follow the maker as well, and it gives them a plug, and I'm helping to spread the word of another new indie dyer, project bag maker, or stitch makers, you name it, anything to do with the yarny industry I'm interested in. And it's just a really, I just love helping all these smaller businesses, and myself, because it's kind of promoting me as well. So this month, I forgot to mention last week that my giveaway was on, but it's just closed and I have drawn a winner. But this is what we gave away this time. Is I didn't actually have any indie dyed yarn that anyone had sent me, so I'm actually going through my stash, and this is what the Skein Yarn that I'm going to give away. Well, the winner's been drawn, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. And this is Hedgehog Fibers, skinny singles. So this is from Hedgehog Fibers, as a very well-known brand, and they're from Ireland, and really hard to get their stuff. So what I did a year or so ago, I sat up on the internet and waited when they put up she does clubs, and I did a mystery skinny singles club, and I think I got 5 skeins, and I did it for 3 months. So you never knew what you called. They're called like potluck. This is called potluck. Anyway, this is one of them, but it's a little bit dark for my liking, so that's why this one's heading overseas again. But anyway, it's such beautiful colors. There's yellows and grays and purples and browns and black. So that was the yarn. And then I very kindly had this sent to me from Love Aly, who is in the UK, and she has an Etsy store as well, and I will put her link down below in the description, and just this cute little enamel pin. And one of the conditions of the competition was I asked people how many enamel pins they had, and I was really surprised and happy to see all of the responses. Like, someone had over 100. People were saying, I don't have any, but I'm going to win this, so I get one. And I don't even know how many I have, but I have started collecting them. And when I travel, I try and get a pin from every place that I've been. I have a few knitting ones as well. But I just think they're a fun little quirky thing that you can stick on your project bag. So anyway, this was one actually by randomly drawn. By one of my wool swappers in the USA. And this is popping off to her, so she's super excited. And so my next giveaway will be in next month, June sometime. There's no set time, I just randomly when I feel like it. And so again, I will be giving away a skein of yarn from my stash, and I'm sure you'll like this one, so stay tuned for that. So if you want to enter my competitions, you have to go onto Instagram to do it. And also, if any of you new up-and-coming indie dyers want to get your name out there, and if I can help, you'll get in contact with me and I can let you know how all my giveaway stuff works, your end, and yeah, it'd be great to have you on board. I will be putting a call out again soon on Instagram, but yeah, just feel free to drop me a line, and yeah, love to work with you. My favorite quick and easy thing to knit is socks. So how I got into socks was, goodness, maybe 2015. I got onto Instagram and then saw all these people knitting hand knitted socks, and I thought, oh wow, maybe I can do that. I'd never knitted socks in my entire life. I've been knitting since I was 8. I was taught by my grandmother in New Zealand, and I always knitted jumpers and cardigans and scarves and beanies, but never any socks, because I thought, oh my god, that's so fiddly and it just looks so fiddly. But anyway, I gave it a go. I joined a couple of can't remember their names now, but like sock knitting clubs where you got a skein of yarn each month, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to give it a go. So that's how I started, and now I've always got a pair on the go. So I finished another pair this week, so woohoo, that's like 2 pairs in 2 weeks, so I'm on a roll. So these ones are again scrappy. Yee! Check them out. So whilst we were traveling end of last year, I started this pair, and I think it's just a plain vanilla sock with a flap heel flap. But what I think I did was I do 12 rows of 2x2 rib, and then I just did 12 rows of each color. So again, I've got that. So this has been finished. I finished this, I think, in New Zealand when we first went on our trip. So I've been there for 4 weeks and finished it. And then as you do, I started something else, and then another project, and I never got around to it. And then after I showed you all my scrappy socks, or my partner Dean's scrappy socks from last week, I thought, I think I've got one whole sock somewhere, let me go and find it. So I found it, and then I thought, well, I better make its mate. So here we go. So then I kind of worked out, this one I kind of was doing some blending in there. And then I got to the heel, did the heel, and then I thought, I should make it similar. So I was able to kind of find some of the same yarn. And I do love this yarn here, how I do kind of like that pooling. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I do. So yeah, voila, another pair of scrappy socks. My feet are going to be so toasty this winter, because I really only, besides the odd knitting for my mum, a pair of socks where I send her a pair every winter so her feet are nice and toasty over in New Zealand. They're plain old, just me gets the socks, and Dean if he's lucky. This week I want to chat to you. I've got a few things to show you. I've got some happy mail for myself because I've made some purchases, and some happy yarn mail turned up, which I'm super excited about. I've got to talk to you about a giveaway that I do. I also want to share some work in progress, and also some finished, something that I finished during the week. So yeah, so let's get straight into it. So first of all, I want to share, I've been trying to discover new indie dyers in Australia, because this is where I'm based. I'm from Brisbane in Australia. And only because of the postage situation at the moment is taking a bit longer from overseas, and also our dollar is not that hot with the rest of the world's currency. So I'm willing to support some new and local indie dyers that I find, and I came across a new one that's very new to me, and she's from, the girl's name is Linda, and she's from Canberra, and it's called Dying Dream. And they're on Etsy, and I'll put a link to her store down in the description below so you can go check her out. Anyway, I was scouting around looking for some kind of rainbowy colour minis, and maybe a skein of something rainbowy-ish. Just felt like something bright. And this is what arrived. So the first one I've got here is, it's DK. And so it's from Dying Dream. So you can just see this cute little, and obviously rainbow's a theme of hers in her card there. And this one is Australian merino 70%, nylon 20%, silk 10%, so that's different. And yeah, it's all squishy, so soft. And yeah, there's lots of beautiful rainbow, it's like a pastel-y kind of rainbow colors. So we've got oranges, see orange, my favorite, pinks, purples, blues, greens, yellows. So yeah, this one is, I think I'm gonna make a beanie out of this one. I think it'll be a bit of a radical Brighton beanie for the winter here. Oh, actually, speaking of winter, it's tomorrow, 1st of June, will be first day winter here. And here in Queensland, we don't really have a winter. So I can tell you our temperatures at the moment are like mid-20s, so 24, 25. But when you're in the sun, it's beautiful and a little bit overcast now and again. But yeah, perfect weather. So the other thing I got from her also was like a set of mini skeins, and I got, look at this, rainbows, oh my goodness, and came with this cute little organza bag, which I thought was a lovely touch. And I'll take them out because they are speckly. Oh my goodness, I hear you all say, look, I hope you can see the speckly stuff there. Oh, girl doesn't love speckly. Yeah, so there's all these different colors. We've got orange, I'll just pull them out, a red, yellow, green, purple, oh, kind of like a plum color, pink, oh, what do we got? Another dark greeny color, blue, purple, and a little light blue color. So colors of the rainbow. Anyway, beautiful. So I reckon this is 4-ply. So with a bit of sparkle in there. So I reckon give them a go. And it's, yeah, Dyeing Dream. Because again, you know, I just want to support all these little small local. So if you're in Australia, give them a go. If not, you want to try some really cool Australian indie dyes. They're on Etsy. I'll put their link below, like I said. And oh, I can't wait to, well, add to my collection at this stage because I'm not sure what I'm going to make. This is probably definitely going to be a beanie, but we'll see. But anyway, happy Squish Mail this week, so super excited. The next lot out of my stash, I've got 3 more beautiful yarns to show you, is one of my favorite, over here, one of my favorite ever, my favorite indie dyes from the UK, and her name is Selene, and you may have seen her stuff, and it's just so beautiful. It's all speckled and stripy, and oh, I love it. So I got addicted to this stuff, and she's known for little the polka dots, and she puts it, even comes in a red and white polka dot package, and smells, she must, I don't know what she washes it in, but it's beautiful, or rinses it in. It's just a lovely smell. So I have just gone crazy over the years with her stuff. I've bought heaps of minis, and I've bought heaps of packs of like 5 or 6 skeins at once, not all the same color but all different. And it used to take ages to get her stuff, but well, coming from the UK to here, but now I think she's got a website, and she's a bit, it all comes out a bit quicker now, and because she just couldn't keep up with the dyeing, I think, but she does a fabulous job. And she also has a YouTube video, so you should go and check her out on there if you don't already know her. Anyway, this one is Superwash Merinos, 25% nylon, 75% superwash, and it's 4-ply sock. And it's called Chocolate Jelly Bean. And I've had this one in my stash for such a long time, but quite sure what I'm going to make. Maybe a pair of socks, or add it to a jumper. But yeah, you should check her out. And again, I'll give you the details down below. It's so nice. And just, there's lots of, I don't know, there's lots of pinks and chocolate. It's like a brownie color. It's chocolates and greens and blues, and it's kind of stripy and speckled, but you should check her out. She's got some amazing stuff, and it's beautiful, and it's well worth the wait, trust me. This is that one. And the next one I discovered one from America, and can't quite remember where she's from unless it's written on here, but anyway, this is Old Rusted Chair, and check this one out. This is sock, 80% superwash, merino wool, 20% nylon. I only ever buy, besides the DK I purchased from the one in Australia, is a sock yarn, 4-ply sock yarn. I don't know, it's too hot here it's too hot here in Brisbane to have anything heavier than that. So, but this one in this colorway is called Oak. Let's just say Oak Lotto Fever. Oh, I just love it. Look at, it's got greys, purples. I kind of like stuff with the greys mixed through it. Greens, blues, like a rusty red color, a little bit yellow. Gorgeous. So check her out. I'll also put her link to her website down below. Now just so you know, I'm not getting paid to do any advertising for any of these places or anything. This is just yarn out of my stash, and I just want to spread the word about all these brilliant yarn dyes around. So just sharing the love. And this one is from, this is gorgeous. This is from Baad Mom Yarns, and she's also from America, and it's called Tough Mum, and it's 25% superwash merino nylon, 4-ply fingering weight, and it does have a colorway Finesse number 14. And oh, again, look at those colors. Just to die for, really. Like, I don't know, I get so excited. I just want to squish it all day. So those are the three I've just grabbed out of my stash for this week. Now I'm going to go on to and show you one of my many work in progresses. This week I thought I'd also continue the theme with showing you what is in my stash, because I have a bucket load of yarn, which I love it all, and eventually I'm going to knit it all up into something, hopefully. So I really love, there's a great Australian indie dyer called Skein Yarn, or Artesian Skein. You may have, and this is one of my recent purchases. So I can have a look. Again, I'll put, she's got a website, so Kristen, her name is, so I'll put down her details in the description below. Anyway, this color, I actually wrote to her and said, can I order a custom order, because I wanted to get enough yarn for to make a jumper or a cardigan, and this is the one I chose, which is El Merino is the colorway. Oh, it's just like golden yellows and kind of burnt orange, and oh, I love it. And it's 100% extra fine superwash merino. 100 grams. So I got 6 skeins, I think I ordered. Anyway, I've been looking around to see what I'm going to make, and this is what I'm going to make. It's by Pip Pin, and it's called Maema. And then that's just a picture of what it is. And it's kind of just like a cardigan with a bit of brioche. It's called a honeycomb brioche cardigan. It's called Maema, and I will put the details down. I just got it off Ravelry. So there's a couple of new techniques in there, brioche. I've always wanted to try, so I'm going to give it a go. And I just think this will just look amazing in this colorway. So I'm super excited, and I think I'm going to cast on today, maybe. I don't know. So this one this is actually a bag that I got in a Woolswap parcel of myself, and it's made by Fiber Lily. So I'm not sure if she still makes bags or not, but it's I kind of like the shape and the size. And so in here, I've decided I'm going to be making a blanket, and I'm just going to get the pattern up so that you can see that as well. And again, I'll put the details down on the... Sorry, I should have been a bit more organized here. Oh, I'll pop the details of the pattern. It's called Pinwheel something, but anyway, so what it is you knit, show you the right side. So you knit 6, and this is my first ever one because there's a special way that you join here. So it's not so, that's my first one. So you knit 8 triangles all together, and then what you do is you pull it through and it ties up, and then you bind it. It is a paid pattern, so you need to go and have a look at the pattern, but that's 1 square. I've got a couple done. I think I do. I've got a couple on the go. Here's another one. Oops, got yarn coming out of my bag everywhere. This is my favorite one. So what you do is, which is a brilliant idea, because sometimes I'm using up all my little skeins, my little mini skeins again, and this one, it says it takes 5 grams. So what I'm doing, I've got a jar of between 6 and 10, so I'm using up those. And so sometimes you think, oh, what color shall I use? And must admit, I'm not too good with that color kind of coordinating and matching sometimes, but you do 1 light, 1 dark, 1 light, 1 dark, 1 light, 1 dark, 1 light, 1 dark. And it kind of just, the visual effect is amazing. And so what eventually I'm going to do, ambitious, and do a queen size throw for my bed. So eventually, not quite sure how that will happen. Haven't got to that part in the pattern, but we'll join them all together. So I have 2 more, and just using double pointed needles. So this one is ready to do up. Sew them together. So I've got that one, and then I also have this one, which is going to be ready to sew up. This is another bright one. So it's just kind of a cute way to, because I started the memories blanket over the years and got so far, and then I didn't like the colour schemes, how I'd done it, because I was just doing it random. And then I thought, well, no, I found this pattern, and if I can just find it, I will. One moment. I can show you what it's called, and it's Pinwheel, because it's quite good and you should go check it out. I just did a search for blankets. Oh no, now I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Oh, Pinwheel. I don't know what I was talking about. It's actually called Patchwork Triangles by a pinwheel scrap blanket variation by HeyHollyHum. So you can go check her out, and again, I'll leave the details for you. So just while I've got my iPad here, so I don't know how everyone else stores all their patterns, and you can drop me a comment down below to let me know. I use my iPad and I put them in Dropbox, and I find as soon as you can get them from RAVELRY, I download them straight into Dropbox, and yeah, they're in there, and I have that by my knitting area, and it's great. I used to print all my patterns, but then we kind of decided to go as much paperless as we could, and in fact, we don't even own a printer. Oh, we do. It's somewhere in the office room somewhere, but I don't even think it works. So yeah, I always just think we don't own one. So that's a great way. But I'd love to hear how everyone else stores their patterns. Do you print them out? Do you work from a book? Do you have any apps, or how do you store them? That'd be great. So yeah, comment below. That would be fantastic. And yeah, I'd be interested to hear where everyone stores. Well, that's about it that I have this week. A bit shorter, I think, this week. But yeah, I hope you've all had a great week, and things are all okay wherever you live, and that you're safe and well, and you keep on knitting and crocheting and weaving and spinning and doing your yarn stuff. And if you're a wool swapper, you've been in contact with your wool swapper and you're slowly gathering your supplies. I know I'm swapping this round, so I'm having fun working out some new and exciting stuff to send to my wool swapper. So yeah, so I will have a great week coming up, and I will catch you next week. And thank you to everyone that subscribes, and if you can help spread the word about Woolswap, that would be fantastic. All right, stay safe, stay well everyone, and I'll chat to you next week. Bye.